Hey guys, welcome back to Wild West Woodscraft. My name is Trevor. I'm out here on a overnight trip. It's just a quick trip. Got off work early today, so I figured I'd come out here before I have to go to work again tomorrow. And I'm scouting out a new area. I've never been to this river before, and so I'm really excited about seeing this area. When I pull up into the parking area, the turnaround, there was a moose on the side of the creek and a deer right in the middle of the road. So definitely a pretty neat area already. There's this great river that looks like it's gonna have some good fishing in it. I have really minimal gear with me today, which I'll show you guys here in a little bit, but I'm gonna keep going down this river, just kind of scouting it out, see if I see any fish in it, and start looking for a place to camp for the night. It's already almost 7 o'clock, so I don't have a lot of time before the sun goes behind the horizon. But it's just a beautiful area. There's a moose just on the other side of the creek here. Big bull moose. Hopefully you guys can see that all right. Guys, so I think I found a good spot to camp. I'm a little sheltered from the wind in this small grove of pine trees, but the creek is just behind the camera there. I just saw a big bull moose on the other side of the creek in the willows. Super cool. He was really chill. But the sun's starting to go behind the horizon, so I figured I'll go ahead and start getting camp set up. I might do a little bit of fishing tonight. The mosquitoes are really bad, so I don't know if I'll do that. But real quick, I was going to show you guys what I'm carrying as far as kit wise. Very minimal. I just have my bedroll here, my haversack, and then just my chest rig and what's in my pockets. So starting off with what I'm just wearing in my chest rig, pretty simple. I just have my handgun. That's just for personal protection because there is wildlife out here. So that's all that's in my chest rig, and then just an extra magazine and a couple of pieces to maintain the firearm. But that's the chest rig. As far as footwear, I just have Earthrunner sandals on. Very minimal footwear for this trip. My feet are pretty comfortable hiking around in those, and I'm not super far away from the vehicle. So very simple, just a pair of cotton canvas pants, a lightweight sun hoodie, and then just a cotton t-shirt. Like I said, I just got off work, jumped in the car, came out here, so nothing too crazy. Got my watch, bracelet, just my baseball cap. Around my neck I have my Wazoo fire necklace. So this is a ferro rod, and so I can get a fire going with that. In my pockets I have my wallet. In the wallet I just really the only thing that's important is I have water purification tablets and a Wazoo fire card, so a fire starter. Have my headlamp here in my pocket, so that way I have a light source. Cell phone, Leatherman multi-tool, and that's everything I'm wearing on body. Very simple. It's really just my everyday carry. Oh, and then I have a cotton bandana in the back pocket. But really that's just my everyday carry, and so it's very simple. Moving on to the haversack. This is a Tough Possum Gear Shackleton EDC haversack. Got a custom Puko from Hobo Forge Survival. That's my fixed blade. On this side, a little bit of cordage. Inside I have my fishing kit from Go Reels, or no, not, this is Crystal Creek, I believe. Yeah, Crystal Creek. So it's just a compact little hand line kit. Grail water filter with a titanium cup. So that's my water bottle as well. I have my first aid kit from Tough Possum Gear. That's the pouch, and on the inside I just have like some bug spray, stuff for minor cuts and scrapes, stuff for larger cuts and burns and bleeds. Just kind of a basic first aid kit, but I do have the ability to treat some larger injuries. That's more of a safety item. I don't need it. I do have some extra contacts in there as well, but that's more of just in case because I am in the wilderness out of cell service. Another safety item is just my Suunto MC2 compass, and I have a whistle on there. I shouldn't need this at all, but it's a good idea. I looked at the maps before I came out here. I know how to get an escape azimuth if I need it, and I can get out of here if an emergency were to happen. I have a battery bank for my cell phone, and then just some earbuds, because I might just listen to some stuff tonight. The mosquitoes are crazy out here. Just some ramen noodles for dinner. And then the last item I have in here, and this is definitely not minimal kit. I just brought it for convenience. This is just my cook kit. So I have the strap holding it together. But basically I have a small fry pan up top here, that's the lid. I have a larger pot, and then I have a smaller bowl. So this is something I kind of just pieced together. It's fairly lightweight, and I have the ability to cook lots of food with it. Inside, a pot scraper, some salt and sugar, small titanium spoon, MSR pocket rocket and fuel, and then in the bottom I just have a collapsible cup from Sea to Summit. So very comprehensive cook kit for a minimal gear trip, but just for the ease of making food, I wasn't sure if I wanted to mess with a fire tonight, so I just brought it along. Definitely not necessary, but I had a little bit of extra room to do it in there. So that's the cook system. And then for my bedroll, it's just in the Sea to Summit dry bag, and I have a large cotton cloth from Primitive Wilderness Survival as just a strap to wear it over my shoulder. And in here I have my 20-degree War Bonnet quilt, down pillow from War Bonnet. I have a rain jacket, an extra wool layer, some wool socks, and wool buff, or net gaiter. And that's all I have in here. Oh, I also have my waterproof bivy and my sleep pad. So it's a very lightweight sleep system. That probably only weighs like 5 pounds, but I'm super comfortable. I can get by with a lot less, but I wanted a good night's sleep tonight, and I'll be super comfortable in this. That bivy has a bug net on it, so it'll keep the mosquitoes out. Really looking forward to sleeping tonight because I sleep great with this. But yeah, that's all I brought. Very minimal, very lightweight, probably weighs less than 15 pounds, I'd say. But for an overnighter, this is all I need. I'm very comfortable with this. What I really like about using a bivy bag is you don't have to have a big area to set up a tent. You don't really need a tarp unless it's going to be really bad rain. But you just find a flat spot, clear out any rocks and sticks that could poke a hole, throw your bivy down. This one has a hoop, this Outdoor Research Helium bivy, so it keeps it up off your face. Great little microclimate. Then I just inflate my Thermarest, throw it in there, throw my stuff in there. There's enough room up above to keep a little bit of gear, and I can crawl in and be super comfy and still kind of be isolated from all the mosquitoes and the wind and stuff. So it's pretty nice. I've been enjoying it. I've been using bivvies for quite a while. This one's fairly new to me, but sleeping in bivvies is not. The only downside about them is if the weather's really bad and it's raining on you, it can be kind of a pain to get in and out and to get your stuff in without getting water on the inside. But you can set up a tarp over the top of it and give you a little bit of cover if you need to. And then I just take my dry bag that my sleep system stays inside of. And I just have my extra clothes in here. So I just roll that down, put at the head of my bivvy, and that acts kind of like the base of my pillow to give me a little bit of support. And then I just have this really lightweight compressible down pillow, and this gives me the comfort, and that just goes right on top. And I have a great pillow, super lightweight. And I can just zip the bug net up. Good to go. Fish on. Try to get the camera set up. I was not prepared for that. He split the hook. He was just a small little guy. That tells me there's fish in here. Little brookie on the Crystal Creek Go Reel. Not a very big guy. I think I'm gonna let him go, but first fish. Just using a little mosquito. There he goes. I could have eaten him. I mean, he didn't have a lot of meat, but I could have mixed him in with my soup. But I don't need him, so I let him go. See if we can get anything else. Fish on. Ah, he got off right here. Just another small brookie. This is so fun. I'm just dropping it down in the current and letting it go downstream, feeding out the line, and then just slowly reeling it back. Fish on. Come here. Another small brook trout. Awful small. I'm tempted to eat them, but I don't need them, so I think I'll just put them back. This is a lot of fun. The mosquitoes are absolutely awful out here. They're just swarming. But the brook trout are, because of that, they're just all over the place. So I'm assuming there's going to be bigger fish in here. I just don't have time to try to get them all. It's already 8 o'clock. So I think I'm going to wrap this up and go eat some dinner. So what I like about this fishing kit is you have this little hand reel here that I just have my line around, and you cast this off. It works great for small little stream fishing. You can't get a very far cast on it, and you can't really use like lures or spinners because you can't get enough speed. but for flies it works really well, and bait. So, and then I just put this little rubber band around there to hold everything in place. And then in the container, you have this small little box, and I have extra hooks and weights and flies in there. Then you have another container here with dividers in it, and that's where I keep my floats and my lures in case I have my pole with me. So it's a pretty nice little setup. I really like it. It works well. And then everything just stacks in there nicely. You can put the lid on, and it's a nice secure little box to keep your fishing stuff together. Home sweet home. I put bug spray on, but I've already gotten a bunch of mosquito bites. Somehow they get through it. That's why I wear long shirts and long pants, because bug spray only works to a degree. Just look at that. Beautiful. Whew. Can't take the hood off. The mosquitoes are too bad. Try to make this quick. So I took my trash from dinner, and I'm just going to shove it in this tree away from camp. So that way no critters decide to join me at night. And this is on my way out in the morning, so I'll see it and I'll grab it on the way out, but I don't want to keep trash with food smells on it close to my camp, because then it will attract animals. Especially since I'm not having a fire tonight, I won't have that smoke to deter them. That's done. That hits the spot. That warm broth hits the spot. It's surprisingly cooling. It's cooling off quite a bit. Yeah, that's the Rocky Mountains for you. It's almost July and still gets cool up here. I'm a little chilled. On the other side of the bank over there, there's even some snowdrifts left. Not very much, but there's a few places. Because that's on the northern side, so it doesn't get as much sunlight. Or not northern. That's on the southern side. I definitely could have added those 2 fish to my soup. They're too small to really do anything but boil them. So I would just gut them and then throw them in whole and just kind of boil all the meat off the bones. But I didn't need them. I'm not that hungry, and this is plenty of food for me tonight. So because they were pretty small, I threw them back. There's really no point in harvesting something that you don't need. If they're bigger, I could have taken them home with me, grilled them up, but they wouldn't have grilled very well. So it's good to know there's fish in here, though. I'll have to come back and do a catch and cook at some point. It's a beautiful area, and this whole valley where this creek runs through, it's quite a long ways, and I could do a couple day backpacking trip or spend quite a bit of time in here exploring all of it. So I'm excited about this new area. It's always fun when you find something new to explore, and the fact that I already saw 2 moose and a deer is pretty cool. So thankfully the mosquitoes are kind of going away now that it's cooling off, which is nice. But I'm gonna finish my soup and go to bed. Definitely want to rinse your pots out. That way they don't smell like food. Clean the feet before I go to bed. Alright guys, well, I'm exhausted, so I think I'm gonna go to bed. I will see you in the morning. I'm gonna have to get up bright and early. Good morning, guys. 4 o'clock in the morning. I gotta get up so I can get to work this morning. It is cold this morning. My pants were stiff. They almost froze last night. And there's frost on my bivy bag. Glad I brought the toe socks for my sandals. Alright. Gonna break camp and get moving. Got my trash. Feels good to get moving this morning. And it's very cold. Well guys, thanks for watching this quick overnight adventure. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, adventure with purpose. I'll see you on the next one.